The Kraft Foods Company presents Willard Waterman as the Great Gildersleeve. The Great Gildersleeve is brought to you by the Kraft Foods Company, makers of the one and only Miracle Whip salad dressing. And friends, you know Miracle Whip is the one and only salad dressing with that delightful flavor, that lively, teasing flavor that's peppy and yet not a bit too sharp. It's a distinctive flavor that millions prefer. That's why Miracle Whip is America's favorite salad dressing. Try it. Taste Miracle Whip yourself. I'm sure it'll be your favorite salad dressing, too. The one and only Miracle Whip. It's a cold, wintry morning in Summerfield, and the Great Gildersleeve is in no hurry to get out of the house.
Yeah, I think I'll just sit by the fire a minute. What the heck? No use trying to warm up the car until I'm warmed up myself.
Look at the frost on the window, Unc. It looks like palm trees.
Palm trees. May I see the morning paper, Marjorie?
Oh, of course, Unky.
Yeah, thank you, my dear.
Even Bronco's in no hurry to get to work this morning.
Well, it isn't a very good day to show real estate, Marge. The prospects might be a little cold towards it.
Oh, Bronco.
Oh, brother.
Leroy, don't you think you should be shoving off for school?
I'm in no hurry either.
Well, look at these cars buried in the snow back in New York. You think I'll turn to the local news? Vital statistics. Just think, kiddies. You'll soon have your name in here.
That's right, Mr. Gildersleeve. In about 2 weeks, we'll have a little vital statistic.
Oh, Bronco, you're so clever early in the morning.
Oh, Marge.
Mr. and Mrs. Bronco Thompson announced the arrival of a lovely baby girl.
No, wait, it's a boy.
It's a girl.
It's a boy.
Now, wait a minute.
It's a boy. It's a girl. It's Superman.
Leroy, get ready for school.
Okay, I had my fun.
Well, boy or girl, we'll be happy, won't we, Bronco, darling?
Oh, we sure will.
Yeah, we'll all be happy. Say, I wasn't aware of this.
What is it, Unky?
Just reading this column. 30 years ago today.
Oh?
It says, 30 years ago today, Mr. Richard Peavey established Peavey's Pharmacy at his present location.
Well, what do you know?
Mr. Peavey migrated here from near Chestnut Ridge, Indiana.
Isn't that sweet?
30 years in the same place.
Yeah, it hasn't changed much, I guess.
What hasn't changed much?
Leroy.
I'm ready for school. What hasn't changed much?
Mr. Peavey's drugstore. He's been there 30 years today.
Gee, Unc, that's longer than you've been water commissioner.
Right alongside, my boy.
Gosh, 30 years in that same little building. He ought to own a flock of drugstores by now.
Well, Peavey's content to stay put. He's not the driving type.
He's not like you, is he, Unc?
Well, no.
Gosh, look how you've spread out.
What do you mean, Leroy?
Well, since you've been water commissioner, you've put pipes all over town.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Mr. Gildersleeve, it'd be interesting to see what a man like you could have done with a business like Mr. Peavey's.
Well, I'd have branched out, believe me.
I'll say. Why, now Unc would own all the drugstores in town. Maybe all of them in the United States.
Yeah, what a fine little boy. Leroy, don't you think you should run on to school?
Run? After all that, I thought I'd get a ride.
Right, George. I think I'll stop in and congratulate Peavey before going to the office. Oh, look at that little drugstore. What a sign over the front. Sparrows have built a nest in his mortar and pestle. In 30 years, I'd have had a drugstore a block long. Yeah, I guess this is a red letter day in Peavey's life. Yeah, I'll bet he's celebrating. Yeah, good morning, Peavey.
hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. What can I do for you today?
Yeah, I just dropped in to congratulate you, Peavey.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I want to congratulate you on your 30 years in the drug business.
My, has it been 30 years?
Well, it was in the paper this morning.
You don't say.
You mean you haven't read it?
Well, if I'd read it, I guess I'd have known it.
Peavey, I'm surprised at you. I thought you'd be celebrating.
Well, care for a Coke on the house?
That's not celebrating, Peavey. If I were running this drugstore, I'd have an ad in the paper and flowers around.
Well, drugstores sell a lot of things, but I never heard of them selling flowers.
Yo.
Now, my idea of celebrating would be to close up and go home.
Say, that's an idea. You deserve a day off, Peavey. Why don't you?
Mr. Gildersleeve, my doors haven't been closed during business hours but once in 30 years.
Yeah?
That was shortly after Mrs. Peavey and I married. She phoned the pharmacy one afternoon, and she was crying, and I locked up and went home.
What was the matter, Peavey?
She'd burned the biscuits.
My goodness. Peavey, I think you should go home again.
Well, No, I can't afford it, Mr. Gildersleeve. I have to keep things humming.
Humming, he says. Peavey, would you feel more like taking the day off if I stay here and run your drugstore?
You?
Sure, me.
Well, the drugstore is a little out of your line, Mr. Gildersleeve. What if somebody wanted a prescription filled?
Well, if that happens, I can always phone you, Peavey. Yeah, I can run the rest of the store, like I run the water department.
Well, you run that on the taxpayers' money. This is my money.
Well, they wouldn't keep me there if I didn't do a good job, Peavey.
I hadn't thought of that.
Say, here comes a customer. Let me handle him, Peavey.
That's no customer. That's your son-in-law.
Toughest kind of customer. Well, hello, Bronco.
Oh, hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. Hi, Mr. Peavey.
Hello, Bronco. What can I do for you?
You stand aside, Peavey. Bronco, I'm helping Mr. Peavey on his 30th anniversary.
Oh? Oh, bully for you, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yeah, with me behind the counter, it'll be the biggest day he's ever had. Yeah, what can I tell you?
A package of gum.
Big day.
Now, wait a minute, Peavey. Bronco, how are you fixed on razor blades?
Oh, I've got plenty, Mr. Gildersleeve.
You never have enough razor blades. Take this package along.
Well,
Now, how about this shaving brush? Genuine badger tail.
I've got one.
Yeah, but it's worn out. I saw it in the bathroom. And you should buy this gentleman's toilet set, too.
Mr. Gildersleeve, I don't need it.
Talcum, toilet water, soap.
Yeah, but Mr. Gildersleeve...
Bronco, take it.
Yeah, but I don't... Oh, my shin. All right, I'll take it.
My.
Yeah, now, let's see. How about this nice cigarette lighter?
I don't smoke.
Well, you can hold a light for your real estate customers. Take it with you.
All right. But how much is all this going to cost me?
Yeah, I'll total it up and tell you tonight. Call again.
Yeah, sure.
Well, Peavey?
Mr. Gildersleeve, you're quite a salesman.
Oh, I was easy on him. He's a relative. Right, George, I'll get things going around here. Peavey won't know the place.
Hello?
Hello, Judge. Gildersleeve. Come over to Peavey's drugstore right away.
What's the matter, Gildy? Is there a fire?
Yeah, not yet, but things are getting hot. It's Peavey's 30th anniversary, and I'm running the store for him. I'm calling a meeting.
What kind of a meeting?
Yeah, never mind. Get off your rowing machine and come on over.
All right, I'll be there.
Yeah, that's the stuff, Horace. Hurry up. Yes, sir, the atmosphere in this drugstore is changing already. Electricity in the air. Is dynamo at work. Yeah, I'll open Peavey's eyes. Let him see what a real business organizer can do with this drugstore.
Floyd's Barbershop, Munson speaking.
Hello, Floyd. Gildersleeve.
Hi, Commish.
Floyd, close up your shop and come over to Peavey's. It's very important.
What's the matter? You stuck in the phone booth again?
No, Floyd. This is Peavey's 30th anniversary in the store. Yeah, I sent him home. I'm running the place for him all day.
No kidding. How'd you ever get the peeve out of the store?
Well, I practically had to push him. But the day off will do him good.
Yeah, one day off in 30 years ain't gold bricking.
Yeah, with me in charge, he'll do his pocketbook good, too. Yeah, how soon can you come over?
What do you want me for?
Well, I got some great merchandising ideas, Floyd. I'm counting on you and the judge to help me put them over.
Okie dokie. I'll be there as soon as I shave this guy's neck.
Yeah, fine. Be looking for you. Well, if I'm going to run the drugstore, I may as well slip on one of Peavey's white jackets here, I guess. He's going to be a little tight in spots. You ripped. Well, I can fix that with adhesive tape. Yeah, let's see how I look in front of the mirror. Not bad. Who's that? Well, the judge.
Good morning, Peavey.
Judge, I'm not Peavey.
Oh, you're the new delivery boy.
Yes.
I just had to have my little joke, Gildy.
Yeah, well, you've had.
This is a splendid thing you're doing, making Peavey take a day off on his 30th anniversary.
Well, it'll be good for Peavey in more ways than one. Wait till you hear what I have in mind, Judge. I'll double his sales.
Oh, what's the plan?
Well, now, wait a minute. Here comes Floyd.
Hi, Judge.
Hello, Floyd.
Hi, Floyd.
Hi, Commish. Hey, it's a nice thing you're doing for the Peave.
Well, it's nothing, Floyd. I figured a day out of the drugstore will do him good.
Yeah, he ain't breathed nothing but sanitation in the last 30 years.
I remember the day Peavey opened, and the pharmacy hasn't changed much since.
Yeah, well, you'd hardly call Peavey a go-getter. He's content to sit here and wait for business. Not me. I'm going out after it.
That's the spirit. Anything for Peavey.
Yep. I'll take over the prescription department. Always wanted to roll a few pills.
Now, wait a minute, Floyd. A barber can't fill prescriptions.
Oh, yeah? I'm no amateur around drugs. At the shop, I mix my own tonics.
I thought my hair was getting a little thin.
No, fellows, we aren't going to monkey with drugs. We'll call Peavey for that.
And I'll run the soda fountain. I always wanted to squirt soda.
I'll run the cigar counter.
You fellas, wait. I'll run the store. Let's not forget this was my idea.
Wow.
Then why did you call us, Gildy?
Well, I thought you and Floyd could be the outside men.
Outside men?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I doubt if anybody saw that little item buried in the paper. Nobody knows it's the 30th anniversary of Peavey's drugstore. We have to do a selling job. You fellas can go out and tell people about it. Send the customers in.
Let me get this straight, Commish. You mean you sit here while we go out and beat the brush?
Yeah, that's the idea, Floyd. But Floyd...
Bill Floyd Munson is going back to his shop.
Come to think of it, Gildy, I should be in court today.
But,
and I know somebody who ought to be at the water department.
Yes, Gildy. Who's running your business while you stick your nose in somebody else's?
You watch it, Horace.
Oh.
I have the water department so well organized it runs itself. I'll do the same for Peavey, whether you help me or not.
Oh, yeah? I bet you haven't sold a dime's worth.
You don't know?
Well, what have you sold, Gildy?
Plenty. Fellow came in for a package of gum. And before he got out, I sold him razor blades, a shaving brush, a gentleman's toilet set, and a cigarette lighter. And he doesn't even smoke.
No kidding.
Really, Gildy?
You bet. And if that isn't selling, I'll eat your hat.
Mr. Gildersleeve.
Oh, Bronco.
Hi, Bronco.
Hello, Bronco.
Hello, man. Mr. Gildersleeve, I've been thinking it over, and I'm bringing these things back.
Bronco.
I don't need them.
What's this?
Let's see what we have here.
Yofer.
Razor blade, shaving brush, toilet set, cigarette lighter.
Yeah, and I don't even smoke.
Some salesman.
Here, Gildy, you may eat my hat.
You eat it yourself, you old goat. You buck up, Gildersleeve. The day is just beginning.
The great Gildersleeve returns in a moment. If a touch of the summer sun is just what you'd like these cold days, jot down this wonderful salad idea for a sunnier menu. It's called Sun Glow Salad, and you make it this way. On an individual salad plate, make a bed of lettuce. On that, place a slice of canned pineapple, and then a canned peach half cut side up. Then just fill that golden peach half with Miracle Whip salad dressing and garnish with a cocktail cherry. And get ready for some mighty wonderful eating, because Miracle Whip salad dressing gives a salad such delightful flavor. One that's not too sharp and yet not a bit too mild. It's a peppy flavor folks everywhere call just right. And it's a distinctive flavor because Miracle Whip is actually a different kind of salad dressing. It's made from a secret Kraft recipe that combines the best qualities of old-fashioned boiled dressing and fine mayonnaise. And you'll be delighted with Miracle Whip's texture, too. You'll notice it's smooth as fine satin because Kraft blends it a very special way. Make your salads with Miracle Whip. They'll taste better than ever when you make them with America's favorite salad dressing, smooth, delicious Miracle Whip. Well, let's get back to the great Gildersleeve. When he found out today was Mr. Peavey's 30th anniversary at the same old stand, he persuaded our friendly neighborhood druggist to take the day off. And who's taking care of the store's business? Well, the great Gildersleeve is taking care of the store, but where's the business? That's what Leroy would like to know.
Gosh, Uncle, you in charge. I thought the place would be jumping.
Well, Leroy, it has been a little slow. It did sell a package of gum.
Oh, brother. Here, Unc, I got a nickel. I'll buy something.
Yeah, Leroy, I don't want money from relatives. That doesn't work out.
Hey, I just had a horrible thought.
What's that?
Maybe you're not a businessman.
No, Leroy, I know what I'm doing. I had a plan. Just isn't working, that's all. Nobody's cooperating. Floyd and the judge aren't sending anybody in.
Well, how about me walking up and down the street for advertising? I found Mr. Peavey's overalls in back. They got a sign on them.
Oop. Oshkosh bagosh.
Yeah. We can change it to go to Peavey's bagosh.
No, that won't work, Leroy. Yeah, I might go outside, though, and pull somebody in.
Hey, there's a lady coming down the street.
Yeah, stand back, Leroy. I'll handle this. Maybe I can sell her some cosmetics. Hey, lady, did you do it? No, she's going on by.
Don't let her get away, Unc. Stop her.
Leroy. He wasn't me, madam. It was him, a 12-year-old boy. You wee hush. Daggers. Let's get inside, Leroy.
Quick, lock the door.
Yeah, that won't be necessary.
Hey, the telephone. I'll bet it's a customer. I'll get it.
No, I'll get it, Leroy. Right, George, I hope it's a big order. Hello, Peavey's Pharmacy.
You don't say.
Peavey, I thought you were a customer.
No, I'm Mr. Peavey. How are things going, Mr. Gildersleeve?
You're fine, Peavey, just fine. I even have little Leroy here helping me.
Well, glad to hear it. Any prescriptions to be filled?
Yeah, well, things in that department are a little slow.
The fountain doing a good business, is it?
The fountain.
Tell him a guy's eating an ice cream cone right now.
Leroy, stay out of that ice cream.
What about the ice cream, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Well, it's going fast. Leroy.
Okay.
Mr. Gildersleeve, don't you think I should come back to the store?
Now, Peavey, this is your day off. Enjoy it. And don't worry about things here. We're on the ball. Listen to this. Quick, Leroy, punch the cash register.
Sure.
Did you hear that, Peavey?
A big sale, was it?
Well, one of the biggest of the day.
Hey, Unc, the drawer's stuck.
Excuse me, Peavey. I have to go help Leroy. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Gildersleeve, and good luck.
Yeah, I need it. I hate to let Peavey down like this.
Well, it's not your fault, huh?
Yeah, well, let's see what's wrong in the cash drawer. Yeah. Peavey's bank book is stuck in it. Drop Peavey's savings bonds.
Yeah, here they are, Unc.
Yeah, thanks. What's this? Yesterday's deposit slip. $118. How does Peavey do it?
Unc, I've been here for an hour and you've only had one customer.
Yeah, aspirin. Yeah, I think I'll buy some.
Hey, Unc, 2 people.
Well, come in. What can I do for you?
Well, I'd like a bottle of hand lotion and some cold cream.
Oh, fine. Great. Step this way.
Henrietta, why don't we have lunch while we're here?
Hey, Unc, more people.
You order for me, dear. And don't forget you need razor blades.
Yeah, and shaving lotion.
Say, we hit pay dirt.
Gosh, they're pouring in.
Great. Is this what you had in mind, madam?
Yes, I'll take 2 jars of the cold cream.
Hey, Unc, the lunch counter's filling up.
It is?
I can't handle them all. What'll I do?
Well, phone for Bertie.
Make another ham on rye, Bertie.
1 ham on rye coming up. That'll be $1.25, sir.
Bertie, 1 toasted cheese sandwich.
1 toasted cheese coming up. Leroy, open the cash register.
Okay.
Yeah, and leave it open, Leroy. We don't want to wear it out.
And somebody get me a box of cigars.
He'll be right with you, sir. Right with you.
Gosh, they're still coming in.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, let him in, please. Let him in. Plenty of room in the back of the store.
More coffee, mister?
Somebody take the money for these magazines.
I'm the cashier. Boy, I want to be a druggist when I grow up. This is better than double or nothing.
Will you wait on me, please?
Yes, indeed.
I'd like a heating pad. Which of these do you recommend?
Which I recommend? Well, they all get hot.
Yes, I like the color of this one.
Nice. Shocking pink.
You're doing a wonderful business on your 30th anniversary.
Oh, yes. Well, how'd you know it was the 30th anniversary?
Oh, the nice man in front of the post office told me about it.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I couldn't understand where all the people came from.
Man in front of Hogan Brothers sent me over.
Well, the judge and Floyd are helping me out. My scheme is working.
Your scheme?
Nothing, madam. Just pay the young man at the cash register for the heating pad. And call again. Bertie, how are you coming along?
Oh, I'm swamped, Mr. Gildersleeve, but it sure is fun.
Yeah, you bet.
Another chicken sandwich, Bertie. And heavy on the Miracle Whip.
1 chicken sandwich coming up. Mr. Gildersleeve, if you ever fought 2 busy hands, these are those.
Well, we've all got our hands full, Bertie. I guess this will open Peavey's eyes.
Yes, sir.
You know, Bertie, there were some people who didn't think the water commissioner could run the drugstore.
Yes, sir. But you know what I think, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Yeah, what, Bertie?
As a water commissioner, you run a fine drugstore.
Well, I do at that. $244, $245, $245 and a half, $246.
I guess we're all through, Miss Gildersleeve. I'm going home now.
Yeah, all right, Bertie. Thanks a lot. You were a big help.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Unc,
Yeah, what is it, Leroy?
where'll I put all this paper I swept up?
Well, there's a box out back, Leroy. And when you finish, come and have a dish of ice cream.
Oh, boy.
You, what a fine, industrious boy. Takes after his uncle.
Good evening, Gilda.
Well, Judge. And Floyd.
Hi, Commish. We thought we'd come over and see how you done.
Yeah, business was wonderful, Floyd. I'm just counting up the day's receipts. 254, 54.25.
My, what a lot of money. Yeah, I ain't seen so much money since my wife padlocked the mattress.
Well, that's it, fellows. $254.75.
Excellent. Hey, it's the Peavey. Come and see what you have, Peavey.
Well, hello, gentlemen.
Peavey, it gives me great pleasure to turn over the day's receipts. $254.75.
My.
Now, aren't you glad I made you take the day off?
I guess this is the biggest day the pharmacy ever had, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Well, it just goes to show what organization will do, that's all. Of course, I don't want to take all the credit. Floyd and the judge helped, too.
That's all.
Yeah, I had them out telling everybody about your 30th year in business. They sent in a lot of customers.
I'm sorry, Gilda. I can't take the credit. I was in court all day.
You were? Well, Floyd, you certainly did a good job.
I was cutting hair all day. I told a traveling salesman about it, but he had to make a train.
Well, I don't understand it. A lot of people told me they heard about the 30th anniversary from a man in front of Hogan Brothers. Another one mentioned a man in front of the post office. Somebody was spreading out the word. Peavey! It couldn't have been you.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Peavey, you're a smooth operator. No wonder this drugstore's been running for 30 years.
Great Gildersleeve will be right back. If you'd like to surprise your guests with a mighty tempting appetizer that's just a little bit different, try this. Make deviled eggs, and for that special touch, add chopped broiled bacon to the egg yolk stuffing. And to be sure that stuffing is the best you ever made, make it with Miracle Whip salad dressing. Miracle Whip has such a wonderfully appealing flavor, a lively, teasing taste that's made it the most popular salad dressing ever created. Try Miracle Whip tomorrow. One taste will tell you why it's the favorite of millions. Delicious, distinctive Miracle Whip.
Well, folks, maybe I didn't surprise Peavey with the way I managed his drugstore. But by George, we have something here that'll surprise him. Peavey! Yo, Peavey.
Something I can do for you, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Yes, there is, Peavey. I have a very distinguished gentleman here who wants to meet you.
You don't say.
Yes, indeed. The Executive Secretary of the Southern California Association of Retail Druggists, Mr. George Q. Baird.
Thank you. How do you do, Mr. Peavey?
How do you do?
Ladies and gentlemen, outside of Summerfield, Mr. Peavey is known as a fine character actor, Mr. Dick LeGrand. Tonight marks an important milestone in Mr. LeGrand's theatrical career. 50 years in the show business. Dick, for a half a century in the theater, for your truly wonderful portrayal of Mr. Peavey, and in behalf of the National Association of Retail Druggists, I present you with this scroll, signed by 60,000 druggists all over the country, conferring upon you the official title of America's favorite neighborhood druggist.
Thank you, Mr. Baird. And please convey my thanks and regards to all those 60,000 druggists.
Well, what do you think of that, Peavey?
My.
We were really surprised you that time, didn't we?
Well, no, I guess you did at that.
Congratulations, Dick. Good night, folks.
Gildersleeve is played by Willard Waterman. The show is written by Paul West, John Elliott, and Andy White, with music by Robert Armbruster. Included in the cast are Walter Tetley, Mary Lee Robb, Lillian Randolph, Dick Crenna, Arthur Q. Bryan, Earl Ross, and Dick LeGrand. This is John Heaston saying goodnight for the Kraft Foods Company, makers of those famous Kraft quality food products. Be sure to listen in next Wednesday and every Wednesday for the further adventures of the Great Gildersleeve.
What's your heart's desire? A home of your own someday? A college education for the children? A trip abroad with all the trimmings? Well, the first sure step to make your dream come true is regular saving. And the way to save is by regular purchase of United States savings bonds. Buy them regularly through the payroll savings plan where you work, through the bond-a-month plan where you bank, and buy extra bonds when you can at any bank or post office. Savings bonds are happiness bonds for days to come. Start your bond program now.
Hear the Falcon every Sunday over this station. Check your newspaper for time of broadcast and listen next Sunday as the Falcon solves the case of the mighty muscle.
Here comes the one, the only Groucho on NBC.
The Kraft Foods Company presents Willard Waterman as the Great Gildersleeve. Gildersleeve is brought to you by the Kraft Foods Company, makers of America's favorite salad dressing, Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip is America's favorite salad dressing because it tastes so good, so lively and teasing, and yet not a bit too sharp. Miracle Whip has a flavor that millions of folks call just exactly right. It's a delightfully different flavor you won't find in any other salad dressing. Enjoy it on your salads. Tomorrow, get a jar of the one and only Miracle Whip. Well, it's been snowing all afternoon in Summerfield, and the town is white from garden to rooftop. The great Gildersleeve, he's plowing his way homeward through the frosty evening.
Oops, watch it. Ice.
It's a pretty scene, the glow of lighted shop windows on the new fallen snow. But wait a minute. What are those shadowy little figures doing on that vacant lot? Oh, they're making snowballs. Uh-oh, they've spotted the water commissioner. Look out!
Ow! Who threw that? Oop! Right in the... Hey! Cut it out! Ouch! Zoop! You darn kids. Down my neck. Run for it, Gildersleeve. Head for Floyd's barber shop. You're right past my ear. You! Wee hoss. Made it. Confounded kids.
Well, look what blew in, the old snowman. Hi, Commish.
Hello, Floyd.
What happened? Them kids out there get the range on you?
Yeah, darn little imps. They hit me with everything but their galoshes.
Well, let's face it, you ain't a bad target.
Snow in my ears. Down my collar.
They've been pasting everybody. I've had people running in here all afternoon.
Floyd, why don't you do something about it?
Why should I? It's the best day I've had since the day of the big rain.
This darn snow. In my pockets. You, those blasted kids. Floyd, I'll bet you 2-1 that Leroy's in that bunch.
Well, I ain't going out there to look.
Imagine. Leroy pegging snowballs at his own uncle. By George, that boy's getting out of hand. Turning into a juvenile delinquent. That's what he is.
Oh, take it easy, Commish. Boys is boys.
Yeah, I don't care if they are. Yeah, I've told Leroy never to throw snowballs at people. Furthermore, I gave him explicit orders to stay at home this afternoon and study. Yeah, I'll see you later, Floyd.
Where you going?
Yeah, I'm going straight home. I'm going to be there when he comes in. There's one thing I won't put up with is disobedience.
You better watch it going out the door. They can see you from the vacant lot. You're a sitting duck.
Yeah, they don't know I'm coming out. Yeah, I'll take them by surprise. I'll be gone before they get...
Bullseye. What a right hand that kid's got.
Well, I've got a right hand, too. When that boy gets home, I'm going to use it. I'll scorch his jeans.
That you, Miss Gildersleeve?
Yes, it's me, Bertie.
Land alive, what happened? Did you get in a snow fight?
Yeah, I was peppered from behind. Ambushed. Kids nowadays have no respect for anybody.
No, sir. They sure let you have it, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Well, Bertie, as soon as Leroy comes home, tell him I want to see him. Immediately.
Leroy? Oh, he's home already.
He's home already? Yo, he thought he'd pull a fast one. Probably took a shortcut. Thought he'd get here ahead of me, huh? Leroy?
Yes, sir?
Yes, sir? He knows I'm onto him. Leroy, where are you?
I'm upstairs. Shall I come down?
Stay there. I'm coming up.
Then it'll be ready in about a half hour.
Yeah, you won't have to set a place for Leroy, Bertie. I think he'll eat standing up.
Yes, sir.
Leroy?
Good evening, Uncle Mort.
Leroy, don't try to soft-soap me. I'm too smart for that. I can see you right through it. Where were you 10 minutes ago?
I was right here.
Now, my boy, let's be honest. Take your punishment like a man.
Punishment for what? You said I should come right home from school and study all afternoon. That's what I've been doing.
You've been here all afternoon?
Yes, sir. Bertie will tell you. You see, I've done my geography and my history, and I'm starting my arithmetic.
Well, yeah, I guess I made a mistake. I thought you were out throwing snowballs with those kids in the vacant lot.
Me? Oh, no, Uncle Mort. I do what you tell me to do.
Yeah, sure you do. Yeah, I'm sorry, my boy.
I just want to do what you want me to do.
You're a fine boy. You're obedient and trustworthy. And your uncle is proud of you.
Thank you, Uncle Mort.
You bet. Your manners are improving, too. You're getting to be a real little gentleman.
Thank you, sir.
Leroy, you don't have to salute.
No, sir. Thank you, sir. May I return to my studies now?
Huh? You, sure. You go right ahead. You see you at dinner.
Yes, sir. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, sir. You're right, George. The way that boy's going, I may not even put him in college. I think I'll send him straight to West Point.
Uncle Mort?
Oh, hello, Marjorie. Coming right down, my dear.
Well, you look pleased about something, Unky.
Yeah, little Leroy. He's more like his uncle every day. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, where's Bronco?
Oh, he should be here. He said he'd be home at... Where's the mantel clock?
Your clock? Oh, it stopped running yesterday. I guess Bronco took it out to be fixed. Oh, easy chair. You. You fine little family. Dinner cooking in the kitchen. Your life is good. Yes, indeed. Well, here's Bronco.
Hello, folks. Hi, Marge, honey.
Hello, darling.
Good evening, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Hello, Bronco.
Tonight I return home bearing gifts.
Oh, what are they? Let's see.
Yeah, open this one first.
Ooh, say, fancy package.
Oh, it's a bed jacket. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I sent away for it by mail. Clear to Hess Brothers in Allentown.
Real satin. Nice.
I saw Dr. Maester today, Marge. He says next week we're going to be proud parents.
Next week?
That's right, Unky.
I felt kind of silly today. I went to Peavey's and ordered the cigars. Mr. Gildersleeve, do you think 3 boxes will be enough?
3 boxes? We'll have smog all winter.
What's in the other package?
Oh, here. I have a book. It's the very newest thing on bringing up children, the modern way, by a child psychologist, Dr. H.L. Yeagley. Look at that title.
What is the title? Oh, Out of the Rompers and Into the Teens.
Oh, this is wonderful, Bronco. It'll tell us exactly what to do with the baby.
Oh, sure. This is the latest thing. All the new ideas. Look here on page 3. It says, your child will have a mind of his own. Let him use it. That's so true.
Yes, but...
Go on, Bronco. Doesn't he read beautifully, Unky?
He also says here, beware of the perfect child. Danger lies ahead.
Yes.
Be a parent, not a policeman. The child who obeys without question is building within him serious frustrations.
Yeah, I know, but...
Welcome the eager, inquisitive child, the searching mind, the stubborn spirit. Pity the child without will or imagination. A sad little machine grinding out good behavior to feed the ignorant ego of some overbearing mother or father,
well,
aunt or uncle.
Your uncle! Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that great, Mr. Gildersleeve? Oh, that fellow Yeagley knows about children.
Yes, he certainly does. Yeah, I suppose he has a big family.
No, he's a bachelor. If he was married, he wouldn't have time to learn all these things.
Yeah, that follows, I guess.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about Leroy, Unky. There's nothing perfect about him.
Well...
Oh, hey, we got to get going, Marge. We're having dinner with my folks tonight.
Well, I'm all ready. Grab my coat. Goodbye, Unky.
Bye.
Goodbye, children. Goodbye. You wonder where Bronco got this book. It's ridiculous stuff. Beware of the perfect child. Danger lies ahead. The author probably just made that up. Who was it? Oh, yes, Dr. H.L. Yeagley. He's got an awful lot of letters after his name. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. As Marjorie said, Leroy isn't perfect. Not by a long shot.
Dinner's on the table, Miss Gildersleeve.
Yeah, I'm coming, Bertie. Simply because the boy stayed in the house and studied one afternoon doesn't make him perfect. Maybe his feet hurt. Leroy, come to dinner and wash your hands.
Here I am, Uncle, all washed.
Now, that's what I call a real good boy.
Yofer. Leroy, you didn't have to come rushing downstairs just because I called you.
Unc, when you call, I jump. Shall we be seated?
What are you doing behind my chair?
I'm holding it for you.
Yeah, thank you. Sit down, my boy.
Thank you.
Are you going to sit straight in your chair?
Yes, sir.
Well, why don't you sit like you usually do, on one corner?
I sit straight at the table. That's what you tell me to do.
Well, all right. But relax. I'm not a policeman. I'm a parent.
I'm relaxed.
Soup coming on.
It looks very good, Bertie.
Thank you, Leroy. Isn't he a fine boy, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Oh, yes.
May I serve you the crackers, Uncle Mort?
Leroy, you don't have to say, may I serve you the crackers? Do like you always do. Yell catch.
You always said I shouldn't do that.
Well, that doesn't mean you can't. I'm not king around here.
You are to me.
No, I'm not. I'm just a plain uncle. Just because I tell you to do something doesn't mean you have to do it.
Yes, it does.
Who said so?
You did.
Why do you have to pay any attention to me? Where's your stubborn spirit?
I don't have a stubborn spirit.
Yes, you do. Now you use it. If you don't stop doing everything I tell you to do, you're going to be punished.
Yes, sir.
And don't say yes, sir.
No, sir.
And don't say no, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness.
The great Gildersleeve will be back in just a moment. Today being Valentine's Day, you've probably surprised your loved ones with a little present or maybe fixed them their favorite food for dinner, something that's extra good. But then, why not do that every day? Give them extra good salads, the kind you're sure to have when you make them with Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip is a delicious salad dressing with a lively, teasing flavor, a peppy flavor that's not too mild and yet not a bit too sharp. It's a flavor that millions of folks everywhere call just exactly right. And it's a distinctive flavor because Miracle Whip is actually a different kind of salad dressing. That's right. Miracle Whip is made from a secret craft recipe, one that combines the qualities of old-fashioned boiled dressing and fine mayonnaise to give you the best of both. And Miracle Whip is blended a special craft way, so it's smooth as smooth can be. It's no wonder Miracle Whip is America's favorite salad dressing. No wonder it outsells the next 20 leading brands of salad dressing combined. Treat your family to salads often, and whether they're luscious fruit salads, crisp vegetable combinations, or shimmering gelatin molds, make them extra good with the salad dressing millions prefer. Smooth, delicious Miracle Whip. Now let's get back to the great Gildersleeve. It seems our water commissioner is having a little difficulty with his nephew Leroy. Is Leroy misbehaving? No, it's just the opposite. He's being too good. It's after dinner now, and the great man is in his study.
Oh, why did Bronco have to bring this darn book home in the first place? Causing nothing but trouble. Here's the front door, Bertie.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Bertie.
Oh, good evening, Judge Hooker.
Is Summerfield's water commissioner at home this evening?
He's right there in his study.
Thank you, Bertie.
Judge Hooker, to see you, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Oh, yes. Thanks, Bertie.
Well, good evening, Gilda.
Hello, Judge. Pull up a chair and sit down.
Staying at home this evening, I see.
Yes, I have a lot of things on my mind.
To use the vernacular of the sea, Gildy, I thought you would put your old hulk in dry dock for repairs.
What's this?
After your great running battle with the boys in the vacant lot,
Floyd told me about the snow shoveling and the snowballing that they gave you.
Gabby Barber.
I understand that you barely made it into port. He said that they shot away your mizzen and forehatch and you came in listing to starboard.
You, Judge, stop prattling. I haven't time for your chit-chat.
By the way, what time is it, Gildy? I noticed the clock on the mantel is missing.
Yeah, everything's topsy-turvy in this house tonight. Judge, I'm worried about Leroy.
Oh? Was he one of the boys at the vacant lot?
No, but I wish he had been. There's a terrible change come over the boy, Judge. All of a sudden, he's doing everything I ever told him to do.
What's this, Gildy?
For no reason whatsoever. He's turned into a perfect boy. Model child.
Well, isn't that fine?
Fine, it's awful. The boy has no spirit. No will of his own. Here, look, here, right here in this book. Modern Child Raising. It says, beware of the perfect child. Danger lies ahead.
Where does it say that? I don't see it.
You're right there, Judge, right there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And look here. The child who obeys without question is building within him serious frustrations. Yeah, at the rate Leroy's going, he's going to have frustrations coming out of his ears.
Oh, poppycock, Gildy.
Poppycock nothing. You wouldn't recognize Leroy, Judge. He's going around acting like little Lord Fauntleroy on Christmas Eve.
I can't believe it.
Good evening, Judge.
Oh, good evening, Leroy.
If you'll excuse this interruption, Uncle Mort, I'm writing thank you letters for my birthday presents. Do you spell superb with a single or a double B?
You brother.
S-U-P-E-R-B, Leroy.
Thank you, Judge.
What a perfect little gentleman.
You don't say that, Judge. Leroy, I have a keen idea. Bertie's down in the basement. Why don't you sneak out in the kitchen and grab something out of the icebox?
You don't want me to do that.
You will do it anyway. You want to become a sad little machine grinding out good behavior?
You told me not to eat between meals.
Leroy, stop doing what I tell you. Use your imagination. Where's your willpower?
Gildy, Leroy is right. You must not criticize him for obedience. He's building character.
Yeah, a lot you know about it, Judge.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Uncle Mort. I'll return to my room now. Cheerio.
Cheerio. It's all my fault. I've been an overbearing uncle. I've crushed the boy's spirit. He doesn't dare call his soul his own.
Well, if you ask me, Gildy, I'd say you're extremely fortunate.
Well, nobody asked you, Horace.
Well, I was a boy once myself, and I was a model child.
Yeah, and look what happened, an old goat.
Gildy?
Say, maybe the boy's not feeling well. Yeah, that could be it. Right, George, I'll run down to Peavey's. He'll recognize the symptoms.
What symptoms?
The symptoms of perfectionitis. Hello, Peavey.
Hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. What can I do for you this evening?
Well, I want to talk to you, Peavey. I've got a real puzzle.
You don't say. What is it? The kind with two bent nails?
No, Peavey. It's Leroy. I can't figure out what's happened to the boy. He's changed completely.
Which way?
Well, he's become practically angelic. He's got a halo around his head.
This is Leroy you're talking about?
He isn't the same boy. He won't disobey. Does everything I tell him to do. He won't do anything wrong. Yeah, I'm worried. Could he be sick?
Doesn't sound very sick to me. How do you feel?
Yeah, blame it on me, Peavey. I guess I'm the one who did it. All these years making the boy behave, filling him full of frustrations, breaking his spirit. Oop. Customer.
No, it's Leroy. Good evening, Leroy.
Hi, Mr. Peavey. Hi, Unc.
Well, Leroy, out running around, way past your bedtime. It is past your bedtime, isn't it?
I don't know. Can I have some bubble gum, Unc? Can I?
Bubble gum? Sure.
I don't want any. Hey, this floor is slippery. Watch me slide. Ski jump!
Leroy, watch it.
Is this the little angel you were talking about?
By George Peavey, he's coming out of it.
Are you sure he was ever in it?
Hey, Unc, can I have a Coke? Can I have a Coke, Mr. Peavey? In a bottle, not in a glass, in a bottle.
Well, for pity's sake, give me a chance.
Oh, little Leroy, his old happy self again.
And there's your bottle.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll pay for it, Peavey, with pleasure. Just put it on my bill.
Very well.
Hey, look what happens when I shake the bottle.
Leroy.
Machine gun!
Yo! You watch out for the magazine.
The enemy's coming down the street. I'm gonna charge. See you later,
What were you saying a minute ago, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Well, he's back to normal again. I can't figure it out.
Well, he may have been heading for normal, but I think he went past it without stopping.
Well, you don't know what a relief this is, Peavey, to see him acting up again. His eager, inquisitive little mind back at work. Isn't it great to see him just the way he used to be?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, well, I feel better. See you later, Peavey. Hello, Bertie.
You back, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Yeah, where's Leroy? Did he come home?
Yes, sir. He's home all right. That boy, he's been galloping around this house cutting up didos. What got into him, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Well, it just shows he's a normal, healthy boy, Bertie. Full of spirit.
Hey, Bronco, watch this.
Hey, take it easy.
Yeah, listen to that, Bertie. No frustrations in that boy.
Now there's no roof on this house.
Yoper. Leroy, what happened?
It's okay, Uncle. I was standing on my head on the end table and the leg busted. Cheap wood.
Oh, Leroy's getting out of hand.
Man, so I made a little mistake. Who's perfect?
Yeah, Leroy's right, Marjorie. That's the way a boy learns, by making a few mistakes.
Well, he's getting a fine education tonight.
Now, Bronco, remember the book. Remember what it says. Leroy has an active, eager little mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just pick up the pieces of the table, and Leroy will know better than to do it next time. Won't you, my boy?
Yeah. Next time I'll do it on the dining room table.
You better run to bed now, Leroy. You've had a busy day.
I don't want to go to bed. Let's wrestle.
It's after 10 o'clock, Unky.
Mr. Gildersleeve, what happened to the clock that was on the mantel?
Yeah, I thought you took it out to be fixed.
Not me.
Let's get something on the radio. Maybe the Falcon is on.
Now, Leroy, bedtime. Everybody has to go to bed.
Are you going to bed?
Well, not right away.
Let's wrestle.
Yeah, but Leroy...
I think we'll turn in. Good night, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Good night, Unky.
Good night, kiddies. Now, you see, Leroy? It's pretty late. Everybody's turning in, and you're tired.
Let's wrestle.
Leroy, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just suggesting.
Let's wrestle.
Yeah, I'm not going to wrestle.
Want to throw the football?
No.
Basketball?
No. It's time for you to go to bed.
I don't want to go to bed.
Leroy, what's the matter with you?
I got a stubborn spirit.
Well, so I. You get up there to bed right now.
But, Unc.
Leroy.
Yeah, but...
Leroy, force you get up those stairs or I'm going to get the ruler.
Okay, Unc. God.
You're right. Confounded book anyway. Got to find that thing and throw it right in the ash can. Out of the rompers and into the teens. Pooh. Follow that thing and the child will go out of his rompers and into jail.
Everything all right, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Yeah, I guess so, Bertie.
It's got quiet in here all of a sudden. Leroy go to bed?
Yeah, I finally had to chase him upstairs.
Don't be angry with him, Mr. Gildersleeve. He's just a little boy.
Yeah, he can be pretty exasperating sometimes.
But he don't mean it.
No, I suppose not.
By the way, Mr. Gildersleeve, what happened to the mantel clock?
Well, didn't you send it out to be fixed?
Not me.
Who did?
I don't know.
Yeah, probably has something to do with this silly book. It's even got the clocks all mixed up.
Yes, sir. Well, we'll find it in the morning.
Yeah, sure.
Good night, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Good night, Bertie. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was a little hard on Leroy. I didn't do anything. Yeah, I guess I sounded pretty mean, though. And he is just a little fellow, trying to do his best. Yeah, what the heck. Probably better go up and say goodnight to him. 11 o'clock. I wonder if he's asleep. Leroy?
What do you want, Unc?
Are you asleep?
No.
Leroy?
Yeah, Unc?
I guess I lost my temper a little. Sorry.
I was just trying to do what you wanted me to do.
What do you mean?
I found that psychology book you were reading about kids.
Oh, so that explains it. Well, we're going to forget that book. Both of us. We'll be just the way we are.
Okay.
Leroy,
Yeah?
why was it so important to please your old uncle?
You know the mantel clock?
Yes?
I tried to fix it.
You. How'd you come out?
It's under my bed.
Oh, so that was it. Say, it's running again. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're right, George. You did fix it.
I did?
You what a fine boy. 12, 13, 14. Leroy!
The Great Gildersleeve will be right back with an important announcement about next week's program. For you who like to serve salads but don't have time to fuss with fancy recipes, here's an idea that's simple and simply delicious. On each individual salad plate, place a slice of canned pineapple. Surround the pineapple with watercress and 3 or 4 ripe olives, and top the pineapple with delicious Miracle Whip salad dressing. Miracle Whip makes even the simplest salad taste special because Miracle Whip has such a delightful flavor, so lively and teasing and yet not a bit too sharp. And it's a distinctive flavor, too. Try it, won't you? Enjoy the salad dressing millions prefer, the one and only Miracle Whip.
Before we say goodnight, I want to remind you all that we're looking forward to a blessed event next week. Marjorie's baby. What'll it be? A boy or a girl? What do you think? I don't know if I can wait until next week to find out myself. But don't worry about Marjorie. She's fine. I don't know about Bronco, though. Hope he can hold up. I'll see you next week. Yes, I am. Well, 15. Time to say goodnight, folks.
The Great Gildersleeve is played by Willard Waterman. The show is written by Paul West, John Elliott, and Andy White, with music by Robert Armbruster. Included in the cast are Walter Tetley, Mary Lee Robb, Lillian Randolph, Dick Crenna, Arthur Q. Bryan, Earl Ross, and Dick LeGrand. This is John Heaston saying goodnight for the Kraft Foods Company, makers of the famous line of Kraft quality food products. Be sure to listen in next Wednesday and every Wednesday for the further adventures of the Great Gildersleeve.
What's the difference between a sandwich that's really super and one that's merely good? Well, here's the answer. Kraft's Prepared Mustard. For when you add a little mustard to cold meats or cheese, you add a lot of tang. Hidden flavors pop right out. Every bite tastes better. There are 2 kinds of Kraft mustard, you know. Kraft salad mustard, mild and delicately spiced, and Kraft mustard with snappy horseradish added. Have both on hand for different tastes, different uses. With either kind, when you add a little mustard, you add a lot of tang. Get Kraft's Prepared Mustard.
Don't miss The Falcon every Sunday over this station. Check your paper for time of broadcast and listen next Sunday as The Falcon solves the case of the superfluous murder.
Here comes the one, the only Groucho on NBC.
The Kraft Foods Company presents Willard Waterman as the Great Gildersleeve. The Great Gildersleeve is brought to you each Wednesday by the Kraft Foods Company, makers of the one and only Miracle Whip salad dressing. And one and only is right, friends, because there is no other salad dressing like Miracle Whip. No other salad dressing has that distinctive flavor, that lively, teasing flavor that's peppy, yet not a bit too sharp. It's a flavor millions prefer. Enjoy it on your salads. Tomorrow, get a jar of the one and only Miracle Whip. Well, let's see what's doing at the great Gildersleeve's house this morning. In the first place, there's an unmistakable note of happy anticipation in the air. Last week, the doctor said Marjorie and Bronco could expect the baby in a week. Well, it has been a week.
Right, George, this is the day. I can feel it. Gildersleeve, you'll be a grandfather before the sun sets. Yeah, I wonder if it will be a son.
Rock-a-bye, baby, in the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will
Bertie
rock.
feels it, too.
When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall.
Even little Leroy.
Down will come baby, cradle and all.
Oh, my goodness.
Good morning, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Good morning, Bertie.
Hi, Unc. Pretty good, huh?
Well, good and loud, Leroy. What are you trying to do? Frighten the stork away?
Ain't nobody gonna scare that bird. He's been hovering around this house too long.
Bertie and I think today's the day, Unc.
Well, I think so, too.
Yes, sir. And I'll have breakfast ready in a few minutes, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yeah, fine, Bertie, fine.
Unc, I think I ought to be big about this and stay home from school today.
What's this, Leroy?
I shouldn't think of going to school on the day my sister might go to the hospital.
Well, there isn't much you can do here, my boy. You go to school.
I wouldn't feel right about it.
No, Leroy.
With my sister in the hospital, I couldn't do justice to that arithmetic test they're giving today.
You will try, Leroy. Force yourself.
Gosh.
Well, here comes Bronco.
Good morning, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Good morning, Bronco.
Hi, Leroy.
Hiya, Pop.
Pop? Oh, yeah, Pop.
Marjorie coming down soon, is she, Bronco?
Well, she thought she'd stay in bed a while this morning, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yeah.
Oh, she's feeling fine, you understand. Happy as a lark.
Well, good.
But she thought she'd stay in bed a while.
Yeah, I see.
You know, Mr. Gildersleeve, I think I'll stick around the house this morning.
Well, I thought I'd stay around home this morning, too. Just feel like it, somehow.
Heck, I feel like it too, but is anybody sympathetic?
Yeah, you'll get to stay home tomorrow, Leroy. It's George Washington's birthday.
I want to stay home today, on my nephew's birthday.
No, let's not try to make a holiday out of this, Leroy.
Gosh, it may become a holiday. My nephew may grow up to be president, too.
Yeah. Why don't you let Leroy stay home today, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Well...
President Bronco Thompson, Jr.
Well, you can stay home, Leroy.
I can?
Sure. What the heck? Let's make it a holiday for the little president. Oh, what another game of checkers, Bronco.
Thanks, Mr. Gildersleeve, but I can't seem to concentrate this morning.
Well, here comes Bertie with Marjorie's empty tray.
You two gonna stay around all morning?
Well, there's no hurry, Bertie.
Did Marge eat a good breakfast, Bertie?
I never saw her eat better. She's wondering why you two men don't go to work.
Well...
Doesn't she think we'll be needed, Bertie?
She says, how you gonna support a family if you don't go out and sell that real estate?
Well, it's a holiday.
No, sir. Tomorrow's the holiday.
Yeah, you're mixed up, Bronco. President Bronco Jr. hasn't been inaugurated yet.
Yeah, I guess I will have to support him for a while. And there are a couple of deals I should be working on.
Sure. Go ahead, Bronco.
Are you going to the water department?
Well, my situation's a little different, Bronco. I don't have to call on my customers. Anytime they want water, they just turn on the tap and it comes running.
There ain't nothing gonna happen today, Mr. Gildersleeve. You and Mr. Bronco are too ready for it.
Well, you can't be too sure, Bertie.
Yes, sir. When you're too ready, nothing happens.
Well, that could be, Bertie.
Yes, there ain't nothing gonna happen today because you're too ready.
Maybe you're right, Bertie.
The day the car won't start and you got a flat tire is the day it's gonna happen. But today you too ready.
You're all right, Bertie.
Yes, sir. You and Mr. Bronco might as well go to work because it ain't gonna happen today. You too ready.
No, Bertie.
Mr. Gildersleeve, you know why it ain't gonna happen today?
Yes,
That's
Bertie.
right. It ain't gonna happen today because you're too ready.
Oh, go to work, Bronco. You're too ready. Yes, Leroy?
Hey, where's Bronco?
Well, he went out to see a prospect.
Oh, nothing happening, huh?
Not today. Everything's running too smoothly.
Gosh, won't it be terrible if I stay home from school all day and nothing happens?
Yes.
I might have to stay home from school for days.
Leroy, I doubt if your scheme is good for more than one day.
Okay. Can I have the garage key, Unc?
Your garage key?
I want to pump up my basketball.
Yeah, all right. Say, where are my keys?
Maybe you lost them.
Can't afford to do that. Key to the house, key to the office, the key to the car. Key to the car?
What's the matter, Unc?
Nothing, my boy. If I can't find the keys, I can't start the car.
What do you care? You're not going anyplace, are you?
Well, no, I don't think so. They'll show up. They've got to. Don't get excited, Leroy.
Who's excited?
Everything's running smoothly. We won't need them.
I do. I want to get the pump.
We may have to go to the hospital.
To blow up my basketball?
Leroy, don't just stand there asking questions. Help me find my keys.
Okay, gosh.
Look everywhere. Look high and low. Look up. Here, wait a minute. Here they are, under the cushion on the couch.
Yeah?
Yeah, I found them, Leroy, I found them.
What a character. I never saw a guy get so excited about blowing up a basketball.
Yeah, here are the keys, my boy. You'll find the tire pump in the back of the car.
Thanks, Unc.
Wait a minute. Leroy.
Huh?
Yeah, I think I'll go with you. It won't hurt to see if the car will start. In case I want to go downtown for a cigar. Come on. Please. Hey, Leroy, it started.
Well, hasn't it always? Since 1939?
Well, you never can tell. But everything's running smoothly. Say, the front of the car seems to be leaning a little.
Yeah?
Oop, tire's nearly flat. Must be a slow leak. Can't drive with that.
Miss Gildersleeve!
Uh-oh.
Hey, Unc, Bertie's yelling for you.
Yeah, I know, Leroy. What is it, Bertie?
Warm up the motor.
Oh, my goodness. Bertie, I thought you said it wouldn't be today.
I was wrong.
But I've got a flat tire.
I was right.
Quick, Leroy, the pump.
Sure.
Oh, Judge. Judge, am I glad to see you?
You are? Thank you.
Judge, you're just in time to take us to the hospital.
Oh, Marjorie?
Yes, Judge, this is it. Go start your motor.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gildy. I don't have my car.
You don't?
No, the battery's dead. I came over to ask for a push.
Quick, Leroy, hand me the pump.
You got it.
Oh, yes, I've got it. Here.
What can I do to help, Gildy?
Stand back, Judge. I have to pump up this tire. Yidda-deet, 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 yidda-deet.
Unc, you're turning red.
Yes, let me take it for a while, Gildy.
Yeah, I can do it, Judge. Yidda-deet.
But, Gildy, I want to do my bit.
Yidda-deet, yidda-deet.
And I'm in good shape.
Yidda-deet.
I'm long-winded.
Yidda-deet. Yeah, I'll say you are. Take over, Judge.
Oh, thank you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Holy cow, look at him go.
We're ready, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Coming, Bertie. You watch it, Leroy. I'm backing out.
Gildy, wait.
Hey, what's that?
The pump's still attached to the tire.
Over.
I got it, Unc.
Yeah, good boy. Stand aside, Leroy. I've got to dash to the hospital.
Hurry up.
Yeah, what now?
Aren't you going to take Marge?
Oh, yes, Marjorie. Hurry up, Bertie. I've got a slow leak.
Friends, here's a good idea for you the next time you plan to have guests in to lunch. Make your main dish a tempting shrimp and tomato salad. And to be sure it's just as delicious as it can be, serve plenty of wonderful Miracle Whip salad dressing alongside. Because Miracle Whip has such a delightful flavor. It's lively and teasing, neither too mild nor too sharp. It's a flavor that millions of folks everywhere call just exactly right. And you know, Miracle Whip's flavor is truly distinctive because Miracle Whip is actually a different kind of salad dressing. It's made from a secret craft recipe that combines the qualities of grand old-fashioned boil dressing and fine mayonnaise to give you the very best of both. And besides that perfect flavor, Miracle Whip has a texture that's really wonderful. That's because Miracle Whip is blended a special craft way till it's smooth as satin. So, actually, it's no wonder Miracle Whip is America's favorite salad dressing, is it? No wonder at all that Miracle Whip outsells the next 20 leading brands of salad dressing combined. So, whether you're making a fancy salad for guests or a plainer salad just for the family, make it extra good with the one salad dressing millions prefer, smooth, delicious Miracle Whip. Let's get back to the great Gildersleeve. In spite of a leaky automobile tire, he got his niece, Marjorie, safely to the hospital. And he feels better now that she's in the capable hands of his girlfriend, Nurse Catherine Milford.
Is there anything I can do, Catherine?
I'm afraid it's out of your hands now, Throckmorton. Why don't you and the judge just sit here and relax, huh?
Yes, Gildy. We can sit here and look out the window. Say, there's Leroy.
Leroy? Where?
Look, he's climbing that tree.
He is?
I guess he wants to be close to the scene also.
It's too bad Leroy isn't old enough to come to the maternity ward.
Yeah. I guess I better raise the window and wave to the boy.
He sees you, Gildy.
Hey, look, what's going on?
Shh, Leroy. This is a quiet zone.
What is it, a boy or a girl?
Oh, my goodness. We don't know yet. We're waiting.
What?
Yeah, I better close the window quick.
Leroy's so cute.
This is quite an occasion for little Leroy.
Well, it is for all of us. What do those bombs mean?
Oh, Throckmorton, stop worrying. Dr. Macer is here.
Well, good.
I'll go back to Marjorie now and leave you two here in the father's room. By the way, where is the father?
Bronco? Well, I've been wondering about that, too. Bertie stayed home in case he phones.
Oh, I hope he's here in time.
How much time is there?
Not very much. You're going to be a grandfather before you know it, Throckmorton.
Just think, Gildy.
Yeah, I'm thinking, Judge.
I know how you've looked forward to this moment. After raising Marjorie from a little child, giving her in marriage, you are privileged to be present at life's greatest moment, when the nurse appears and says those beautiful words. It's a boy. Or a girl, as the case may be.
It'll be wonderful, Judge. I wouldn't miss it for the world. There's one thing, though.
What's that, Gildy?
Bronco should be here. He should hear those words first.
Yes, he should. Where could he be?
It could be any place. I guess we had him convinced the baby wouldn't be here today. I wonder if I could find him.
Well, it may not be time, Gildy. If you leave, the baby may come while you're gone.
Yeah, I know. But Marjorie wants him here. And he wants to be here. This is a big moment in both their lives.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
It could be a long while yet. I might have time to find him and get back. Don't you think, Judge?
What do you think, Gildy?
Well, I asked you what you thought.
I don't know.
For goodness sake.
What are you going to do, Gildy?
Well, why am I stalling? Bronco has to be here. Don't leave, Judge. Stay right in this room.
Where are you going, Gildy?
I've got to find that boy.
Well, where are you going to look?
I don't know.
Gosh, I wish I'd stayed up in the tree. We may be missing something.
Leroy, we have to find Bronco. He has to be at the hospital when the baby comes.
What does he have to do, sign for it?
No, Leroy, it's the father's big moment.
Why are we stopping out here in this field?
Leroy, this isn't a field, it's a subdivision.
Yeah?
Bronco was bringing a prospect out here today, and I don't see him.
Let's go back to the hospital, Unc.
No, we have to find Bronco. Say, isn't the car leaning to the left again?
It always leans when you're in it.
That's not what I mean. I think the tire's going flat again. Leroy, watch for a free air sign.
This is getting embarrassing, Unc.
You what?
That makes 3 times you stopped at that filling station for nothing but air.
Well, Leroy, we don't have time to let them change the tire.
You stopping at home?
Yeah, for just a minute. Uh-oh, tire's going down again. Filling stations aren't close enough together. Leroy, man the pump while I go talk to Bertie.
Okay.
Bertie! Yo, Bertie!
You call me, Miss Gildersleeve?
Yes, Bertie. Has Bronco phoned?
No, sir, not yet.
Oh, my goodness, I better phone the hospital.
I just talked to him.
He isn't there?
No, sir.
Oh, how is everything?
They say the stock's circling for a landing.
Oop. Leroy, detach the pump. We have to find Bronco. Well, Bronco wasn't at Floyd's barbershop. I don't know where else to look.
How about stopping and asking Mr. Peavey, Unc? There's a parking space.
It's a good idea, Leroy. Better see how the tire's holding up. Oop, it isn't. Leroy?
I got the pump. Gosh, Unc, I'm a human gas station.
Now, Leroy, I'm as tired pumping as you are. I'll be back in a minute. Just don't lose any ground.
Okay.
Peavey?
Hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. What can I do for you?
Peavey, have you seen Bronco?
Yes.
You have?
I saw him just the other day. He was on his way to the post office.
Peavey, he ought to be at the hospital.
Why, is he sick?
No, Peavey. We just took Marjorie there.
Oh, it's the baby.
Yeah, and Bronco's out selling real estate somewhere, and I can't find him.
You don't say.
The father should be there. I don't want Bronco to miss the biggest moment of his life.
Oh, my, no.
I don't want to miss it myself. I'm practically the grandfather, Peavey.
My, this is exciting.
It's too exciting. Yeah, I better call the hospital.
And I'd better call Mrs. Peavey.
Yeah, do you have a nickel, Peavey?
Yes, thank you.
But, Peavey, I want to use the nickel.
I'll give you one in a minute. Mrs. Peavey has looked forward to this day.
Yeah, but...
She's always been very fond of Marjorie.
Peavey, this is important.
I know.
Yeah, I need the phone.
Mrs. Peavey? This is Mr. Peavey.
Oh, my goodness.
Marjorie went to the hospital this morning. Isn't that nice?
Look, Peavey.
Well, Mr. Gildersleeve didn't say. I'll ask him. Hold the phone there. Mr. Gildersleeve, is it a boy or a girl?
It isn't here yet, as far as I know.
It isn't here yet, as far as he knows.
Yofer.
What's that, dear? Mr. Gildersleeve didn't say. I'll ask him. Hold the phone. Mr. Gildersleeve, what are they going to name the baby if it's a boy?
Yeah, I don't know, Peavey.
Do you know what they'll name it if it's a girl?
No, Peavey.
He doesn't know.
Peavey, please get off the phone.
Just a second, Mr. Gildersleeve. How's that, dear? Yes, I'll keep you informed. Goodbye. By the way, you haven't seen Bronco, have you?
Yo, brother.
The reason I ask is because I'm trying to help Mr. Gildersleeve.
You big help.
Goodbye, dear. All right, Mr. Gildersleeve, it's your turn, and here's your nickel.
Thanks, Peavey.
You're very welcome.
You better check with the judge and see if they've located Bronco.
Summerfield Hospital.
The father's room, please. It's urgent.
Naturally. I'll connect you.
Yeah. Thank you. Come on, Judge, answer.
Hello?
Hello, Judge.
No, this is Bronco.
Well, put the judge on. I wanted to see if Bronco is... Bronco!
Oh, it's you, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Bronco, I've been looking all over for you.
I know, Mr. Gildersleeve. I made it.
Has anything happened yet?
No, not yet, Mr. Gildersleeve. But they say... Uh-oh. Miss Milford's calling me.
Here she is. Bronco. Bronco! He's gone. Yeah, I'm going too.
Going to the hospital, Mr. Gildersleeve?
You bet. It's a race between me and the stork, and I'm going to win.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, you got to make it. Those bells. I wonder if they have anything to do with it. Oop. Excuse me, madam. Nurse. Yeah, I'm wanted here in the father's room.
Here he comes, Bronco.
You Judge. Bronco.
Mr. Gildersleeve, guess what?
You what, Bronco? You mean the baby's here?
It's here, Mr. Gildersleeve.
It is? A boy?
No, Mr. Gildersleeve. It's a girl. A wonderful, lovely little girl.
Isn't that marvelous, Gildy?
Well, fine. Little girls are nice. How's Marjorie?
Miss Milford says she's fine. Oh, Marge is the most wonderful girl in the world.
Quiet, Bronco, quiet. You're in the maternity ward.
Oh, shh.
So, little Marjorie's a mother. Yeah, how much does the baby weigh, Bronco?
3 pounds, 15 3/4 ounces.
Just 3 pounds?
And 15 3/4 ounces.
She isn't a large girl, Gildy, but she's perfect.
Naturally.
Well, she'll grow. We'll feed her well.
It all happened just before you came, Gildy, not 2 minutes ago. Too bad you weren't here.
Well,
Mr. Gildersleeve, you'll never know how much I appreciate you chasing around looking for me. If it hadn't been for your message, I wouldn't have made it myself. Oh, I'm a happy father.
Well, I'm a happy grandfather, too. But I'd give $1 million to have heard them say it's a girl.
What'd you say, Gildy?
Oh, nothing, Judge, nothing.
Bronco.
Oh, yes, Miss Milford?
Oh, hello, Throckmorton.
Hello, Catherine.
I have news for both of you from Dr. Macer.
News?
It's a boy.
A boy?
But you said it was a girl.
This one is a boy.
This one? You mean there's another one?
Congratulations.
I'm the father of twins!
Yes, did you hear that? I'm the grandfather of twins.
Oh, I'm so happy. This is a surprise.
Isn't it? The boy weighs 4 pounds, 1.5 ounces.
Twins! 2 of them! I can't believe it.
Yeah, I've got to tell Leroy. He's waiting out in the tree. Leroy!
Yeah?
It's twins.
Are you kidding?
No, a boy and a girl.
Holy smoke, I'm a double uncle.
No, Leroy.
Hold it up to the window.
Oh. You can see him later. Go home and tell Bertie. Look at them. Through the glass. Perfect little babies.
Yeah.
Bronco, those are your children in the nursery. The nurse is holding them up. Just for you.
Hello?
You have to keep them warm for a while. They're little tykes. You wonder which one is the boy. Oh, that one has his mouth open. That must be the girl. Bronco, you're not looking.
Yeah, what?
What's the matter? You feel all right?
Oh, yeah, but I...
Bronco.
Me? Yeah?
You can see Marjorie now.
I can.
We can? Well, come on, let's...
Well, hurry up, Mr. Gildersleeve.
No. You go. I think I'll stay here. Go ahead, my boy.
Where is she, Miss Milford? Which room? How is she? Is she all right?
Yes. She's fine. Right in here.
Oh, thank you. Marge?
Bronco?
Hello, Mother.
Hello, Father.
How are you?
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
They made me stay outside. I couldn't do anything.
You were here?
Sure.
I knew you would be. We have twins, Bronco.
I know. 2 of them.
Have you seen them?
Sure. Oh, they're cute. The girl looks just like you.
And the boy like you?
I didn't notice.
We didn't think of twins. What'll we name them?
Name them. We'll talk about that later. You better sleep now.
Did I do all right, Bronco?
I'll say you did.
Gildersleeve will be right back. Friends, it's no small thing. I mean, the salad dressing on a salad. Why, most folks agree salad dressing makes the salad. So don't take chances with your salad success. Make your salads taste extra delicious with the salad dressing. Most folks agree tastes just exactly right. Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip tastes so lively, so teasing, and yet it's not a bit too sharp. As a matter of fact, Miracle Whip tastes so delicious, it's been America's favorite salad dressing for years. Try it, won't you? For sure salad success, use the salad dressing millions prefer, the one and only Miracle Whip.
Bertie! Bertie!
I'm coming, Miss Gildersleeve.
Did you hear about it, Bertie? Did Leroy tell you?
I heard it. We got twins. That's what we got.
Yeah, a little boy and a little girl.
Ain't that something? How's Miss Marjorie?
Yeah, just fine, Bertie, just fine. Yeah, but I'm a wreck. Raced around town all afternoon, pumping up that darn tire. Yeah, at last we can all relax.
Speaking of the car, Mr. Gildersleeve, Mr. Bronco just called from the hospital.
Yeah, what's this?
Miss Marjorie needs her slippers and bed jacket, and I told him you'd bring them over just as soon as you got home.
You, Leroy?
Yeah?
Man the pump. Good night, folks.
Great Gildersleeve is played by Willard Waterman. The show is written by Paul West, John Elliott, and Andy White, with music by Robert Armbruster. Included in the cast are Walter Tetley, Mary Lee Robb, Lillian Randolph, Dick Crenna, Kathy Lewis, Earl Ross, and Dick LeGrand. This is John Heaston saying goodnight for the Kraft Foods Company, makers of the famous line of Kraft quality food products. Be sure to listen in next Wednesday and every Wednesday for the further adventures of the Great Gildersleeve.
What's your favorite sandwich? Hot beef or pork? Cold cuts? Bologna? Liver sausage? Cheese? Well, whatever it is, remember this. If you add a little mustard, you'll add a lot of tang. Yes, a little mustard makes every bite taste better, particularly if it's Kraft's prepared mustard. There are 2 kinds of Kraft mustard, you know. Kraft salad mustard, mild and delicately spiced, and Kraft mustard with snappy horseradish added. Have both on hand for different tastes, different uses. And remember, when you add a little mustard, you add a lot of tang. Get Kraft's prepared mustard.
Don't miss The Falcon on this station each Sunday. Check your newspaper for time of broadcast and listen next Sunday as The Falcon solves the case of the practical choker.
You bet your life it's Groucho Marx. Hear him on NBC.